On behalf of the State School and Kissel family, I'd like to welcome everyone for coming out and celebrating the love between Chase and Kaiya and being able to witness this special occasion. So this morning we were able to gather at the temple, and there some of us witnessed Chase and Kaiya kneel across an altar and be sealed for time and all eternity. And it was beautiful. There were tears shed and love was celebrated.
Chase Matthew Kissel, you are my greatest and most evident touch of heaven here on earth, and I love you so much. Our forever started the day that we first met. I look back and I remember how I knew you were the one. It wasn't because you let me blast Taylor Swift or Benson Boone in the car. It was because of the way I felt when I imagined our future together.
Kaiya Lynn State School. I could pretend that I knew from day one I met you that I was going to marry you.
Are you there, Kaiya?
But that wouldn't be true because we were not each other's types. Your hair was way too short. What I did know is that you had the prettiest brown eyes and the cutest smile, and I knew I was in trouble. And you're also way out of my league.
Chase, you have a desire to serve and to be kind like no one I've ever met. You are the hardest worker I know, and I cherish all the things that you do for me. You are my greatest example of faith, and I strive to follow your Christ-like example every day. I am thankful and excited to be committing my life to someone as selfless, intentional, and caring as you are.
Kaiya, I promise to love you forever and always. Through the biggest and lowest ways of life, I'll follow you wherever you go. If there's one thing I want in our marriage to be like, it is from this quote, and it says, I want my life and my marriage to look less like the world and more like Christ.
Chase, I promise to be your #1 supporter. I promise to love you unconditionally, always. I promise to be a pillar of faith and resilience as we create the life that we have always dreamed of together. I promise to walk with you wherever God leads us. I promise to keep Christ as an anchor in our relationship and to be kind to one another. No matter what circumstances life may bring, I promise to always be your safe place. And most importantly, I promise to keep God in the center of our relationship because He is what made the best thing in my life ever happen. I love you.
I promise to be the best husband I can be. I promise that I'll always be on your side and that I'll always be there for you. I promise to be the father of our children and help raise them and help them become the best that they can be. You are the light and the life of my world. I love you, Kokomo.
I am so thankful to have watched my beautiful best friend, whom I have looked up to since the very beginning and have only ever wanted to be just like, have grown into this amazing and strong woman who has an amazing future with the most perfect guy I could ever pick out for her. Kaiya isn't just my best friend, but I see Kaiya as the sister I never had. I wouldn't trade a day with Kaiya for the entire world. And for Chase, I still remember the first time I ever met him. I felt good about this man that Kaiya had brought home to me, everyone. He was funny, thoughtful, and I saw a light in Kaiya when she looked at him that I hadn't seen before. She was happy, and that's all I could ask for. I love you, Kaiya and Chase, and I'm so happy for both of you and what your future together holds.
graduate and that I was going to grow up and move away, and because of that, I was going to forget about her. Now it seems the roles have reversed, and I am now the one sending the don't leave me text and sending you off to your next big life adventure. Now I have not had the pleasure of knowing Chase for very long, but I am excited to do so and give him as much crap as possible as his sister-in-law. But what I do know and what I have seen is that Chase pushes my sister to the best of limits and makes her a better person in the best of ways. And I could not have asked for anything better as an older sister.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, newly wedded today, Mr. and Mrs. Chase and Kaiya Kissel. Let these rings be a reminder of your love and commitment towards each other, towards a loving Father in heaven who has blessed this marriage and will bless your lives. We are grateful as family and friends to be here, to witness this moment, to see you start out in life together, enjoy each other's journey. Marriage is fun. If it isn't, at any time, you're doing something wrong. Reset and make it fun again. We love you.